It's only a successful story if each and every component of the population has the right to express itself, has the right to freedom of religion, has the right to enjoy, I would say, full cultural life. And until this is not achieved, this is not a totally successful story. I mean, you cannot build a national narrative on the superiority of one component of the population over the others. I mean, I know that Kosovo is very important for the Serbs, for the Serb population, because of history, because it's the cradle of your cultural and historical heritage. I mean, all parties in Kosovo have to agree that, I mean, there's a Serb population over there, and that it needs to enjoy full rights to express its culture and language. Until then, it will not be a very successful story. It will not be an entirely successful story. For the protection of Serbian rights, I mean, you certainly will need to have some international supervision that will ensure that the rights of the Serbs are fully respected. I mean, what kind of supervision, under which body, remains to be seen. What I want to say is that, from my French point of view, I think that at one time there was a big mistake that was made by some French politicians, which were so keen on recognizing the independence of Kosovo, and I can name one, which is a former Minister of Foreign Affairs, Bernard Kouchner. He was so keen on the recognition of Kosovo that he forgot totally the Serb minority. You know, we have a long story of friendship between France and the Serb nation. It goes back to well before the First World War, and at one point, I mean, this was totally forgotten. So the Serbian population was more or less a casualty of French diplomacy at that time. Recognizing the rights of Serbian municipalities requires a permanent, in my opinion, a permanent body that will oversee that those rights are fully implemented. But I mean, of course, if you have a body that oversees that those rights are respected, you also need sanctions if they are not respected. What kind of sanctions? And what is the body that would eventually impose sanctions?